Greetings street racing fans, Sharky here, your race master. This is A11 Outlaws. Welcome to episode 8. Last time 4 went up, 2 cars went down, 1 3 times, and we lost a car. Yardbird was eliminated. This time we have a new challenger. Let's see what happens and see if we get any decent lane changes this time, because last time not many positions changed, but track conditions are a little bit different today and we'll see what happens. Just want to say thank you to our new finish line adjudicator, which is Cuboid there with his car Crockett Tub. And he's going to do the honours now with Danny moving up to actually being in the show. So thank you, Cuboid. Last week we had a position change at the top, so Rose is back on top. But not very many others, apart from Pete not doing too well. Hopefully, Pete, you got the problem sorted with your car this week. I want to welcome Danny Zuko to the list as the challenger with Lithium, and we've had our first 2 call outs. The Flying Fenman in Dan Buster has called out Ron in Felony for position 4, and our challenger, he's starting how he means to go on. Danny has called out Mad Benny in Project Speeder for the gatekeeper's position. So we'll do a track overview and then we'll get down to the racing. Okay, Boyd's ready down at the finish line. Looks like Akari Rin and Jimmy Fraser are back again. Just finishing off the drivers' meeting and then we get down to the racing. Right, so here we go, set up for race 1. On the left hand lane we've got I'm a Felony with DJ Ron Medic at the wheel. It's a 1970 Chevy Chevelle built by Musclebound Customs. It's the black car with the red hood. On the right hand lane, position 5 is Dan Buster, the Flying Fenman, who's a professional driver for Vulcan Raceway, and he's 1968 Chevy Nova. The engine has been swapped with a Texas Speed 427. Let's see how it gets going and we'll get this off to a flying start. And it looks there that Felony has cut off Dan Buster, so we'll go for a reset. Here we go for the reset. And they're going all the way to the line, and Felony holds position just at the line and Dan Buster tucks in behind. Well, call-outs coming thick and fast. We just had our 3 more call-outs. We've had Jackstand Jimmy in Mullet in position 8 has called out Colette in Ramu for position 7. We've had Keldon in Scarab in position 2, called out Poison Ivy. Rose for position 1. And we've also had Pete Mitchell in Underdog. He's called out Black 13, Jason. He's looking to try and make moves back up the list. But up at the start line, we have got in the left-hand lane, we have got Lithium. with the driver Danny Zuko. This is a Thunder and Lightning Customs 57 Chevy Bel Air. And that's the white car on the left. On the right is the black car, which is Project Speeder, Benedict Mad Benny John, a military contractor, and the Tareed Fab Custom 1971 Dodge Challenger. We'll see how they go. Oh, wow, that was interesting. We've got to pull up, so we'll go for a reset. See how we go this time. Lithium got a really good launch that time and has beaten Project Speeder to make the position of gatekeeper. Well done, Lithium. Right. So that was the first two races over and done with. Next up at the start line, we have got Mullet in the left-hand lane and Raymu in the right. Mullet is the silver car on the left. Raymu is the green car on the right. Mullet is with Jackson Jimmy, is a McFarlane Fab 1971 El Camino Custom. And Colette is driving a Street Machines Custom 1999 GTR R34 N1 LM, which is the two-wheel drive, rear-wheel drive version of the Skyline GTR from 1999. Anyway, let's see how this goes. Well, Jackson Jimmy fluffed that and Raymu has gone on to win. Nicely done, Raymu. Next up is the race for position 1. Left hand side we have got Scarab with Keldon at the wheel. He's an engineer for Raven Customs, and this is a custom VW Beetle. And in the right hand lane, the purple car is Poison Ivy, driven by Dr. Penelope Rose Isley, who's a medical doctor, and this is a Metal Machines Customs 1969 Camaro. We'll see how we go, see whether Scarab can pull it back tonight. And the answer is no. Is anybody ever going to be able to keep beating Poison Ivy? I mean, Scarab's done it once, but nobody else has because they haven't had a chance. Anyway, she's held post. I'm expecting that when Scarab gets back here, he's getting called out by Kitsune. So with that out of the way, next up we've got Underdog versus Black 13. Okay, so Underdog, Pete Mitchell on the left hand side, the red car. He's a pilot for EasyJet, but he's ex-military. In the Bradscore and Kaczynski custom 1972 Ford Maverick. And on the right hand side is Black 13, Jason, who's retired and he's a keen fisherman, in the Reaper Customs Lucky for Some Porsche 934 Turbo RSR. So white car on the right is Jason, is Black 13. Red car on the left is Pete in Underdog. Oh, and they've pulled up part way down as Pete's done a pit manoeuvre on him. And then pulled up himself. Here we go for the reset. And same again. Underdog seems to be pulling this way and cutting off, although he must be in front to actually get in front to do that like that. We'll reset again and see if we get a clear start. Here we go for a third try. And he's done it again. Come on, Pete. One of you's got to get across the line. And if the only way you can win is by blocking somebody off, then that's a bit poor. Come on. Here we go. Well, I don't know what's going on there. But Black 13's pulled up part way down the course. Oh, no. And Underdog has pulled up as well. So we'll go for another reset. Well, Black 13 got cut off here. Underdog's there. Let's go for another reset. Here we go. And they've at least got most of the way this time, and Underdog has managed to hold position, and Black 13 has also crossed the line. Well, we've had two quick call outs now. Danny Zuko was sitting waiting at the line and has called out Black 13 for position 10. He really wants to go places. So that'll be up next. And Kitsune has called out Scarab, which was kind of expected. So let's get on with those two. This one's going to kind of be difficult for you guys because they're both white cars. So the white car on the left is Lithium with the blue on the roof, and Black 13 is a white car on the right. And Black 13 manages to hold position against Danny Zuko in Lithium. Okay, race number 7. We've got Kitsune versus Scarab. So Kitsune is position 3. Tamamari, who's an artist, is the driver. It's an RTR vehicles, 1992 Ford Mustang, and he is on the left-hand side. On the right-hand side is Scarab, driven by Keldon, who's an engineer for Raven Customs, in the custom VW Beetle. So the grey car on the right is the Beetle, the Mustang is the brown and multicoloured car on the left. Wow, close all the way down, but this man, yet again, Keldon's managed to hold position and hold off that Mustang. Okay, well, we've had the three final call outs, and it's not surprising really, but anyway, we'll see how this goes down really. So first up, we've got Dambuster versus Hondrele for position 5, and then we've got Underdog versus Mullet for position 8, and finally we've got Lithium versus Project Speeder for the Gatekeeper's position. So those are the final 3 call outs for tonight. Set up and staged up right now, we've got Dambuster and Hondrele. Hondrele is the yellow car in the left hand lane, which is Wade Kyle at the wheel in the Turbo Lads custom 2016 Chevrolet Volt with the K-swapped Honda 2-litre engine. Dambuster is the 1968 Chevy Nova with a Texas Speed 427 driven by the Flying Fenman, and that's the multicoloured car on the right. We'll see how they go. And Dambuster gets the win. So Pete in Underdog is desperate to make up the 3 positions he lost last time out. So this time he has challenged Jackstan Jimmy in Mullet. So Underdog is the red car on the right hand side, driven by Pete Mitchell. It's the Bradshaw and Kaczynski custom 1972 Ford Maverick. On the on the left hand side is Mullet with Jackstan Jimmy at the wheel in the McFarlane Fab 1971 El Camino custom. Silver car is the El Camino, red car is the Ford Mustang. Oh, swipping and swapping all the way down the line. I thought that Pete had got that, but a little burst of speed at the end, and that means that Mullet takes the win. Right, last race of the night. So on the left hand side we have got Project Speeder. On the right hand side we've got Lithium. Now Lithium's already beaten Project Speeder once tonight to take the Gatekeeper's position, and the Project Speeder is trying to get it back. If he loses this time, it will be a first loss of 2 losses before he's out. We'll see how this goes. and we've had a false start, we will reset. Here we go. Lithium's got it. Oh, has it? No. Project Speeder's taken it back. Oh my. We have had some really interesting racing tonight, and things are going to look pretty much the same at the end of the week as they did at the start, with one exception. I think Underdog's gone up one place. I think that's the only thing that's changed. Anyway. Well, what a night. We've had a lot of racing. We've had a lot of close racing. We've had a lot of backwards and forwards racing. We've not had a lot of position changes. In fact, at the end of the night, there's only two people who've switched positions, which is Jason in black 13 and Underdog, which is Pete. And they've switched positions 9 and 10, because Underdog started at position 10 and he's finishing as position 9. And that's the only thing that's changed, but we have had some position changes. So, position 1, Rose in Poison Ivy has maintained. Position 2, Keldon in Scarab has maintained twice. Position 3, Tam in Kitsune has maintained. Position 4, Ron in Felony has maintained. Position 5, the Flying Fenman in Dambuster has maintained twice. Position 6, Wade in Hondrele has maintained. Position 7, Colette in Ramu has maintained. Position 8, Jackstand Jimmy in Mullet has maintained twice. Position 9, Pete in Underdog has gone up one space and maintained. Position 10, Jason in Black 13 has gone down one space and maintained. Gatekeeper, Mad Benny in Project Speeder. He lost his place and then he gained it back. As far as the challenger is concerned, Danny in Lithium, he gained a place, maintained, then lost a place. But he hasn't got any losses to Project Speeder as Gatekeeper. As such, he's okay. He's not on any sticky wicket next time out. Hopefully next time we'll have more position changes and find some really interesting stuff. Until then, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Don't forget to stick the notification bell on. Next week we'll be back to more league racing at Vulcan Raceway, hopefully. More details about that to follow.